Welcome to the Wise Take DFS podcast. I am your host, CK013. You can find me on Twitter at CK_013, and I am joined once again by one of Wise Take's finest DFS analyst, Mr. CashinDFS. You can find him on Twitter at CashinDFS. You can also find him in the Wise Take Slack chat, laying down the law. Laying down the law. What's up, Cash?
I don't know. Bumgarner's sucking and San Diego's sucking except Galvis. I don't know. It's just sucking.
It's a blah kind of night. Yeah.
When I have all these Braves and Jose Ramirez just go ham.
Yeah.
And then I get to end the night with the Padres sucking a fat one.
Yeah. Never tastes
Bumgarner.
good. It's never a fat one that tastes good, you know? It's always like a salty, sweaty one. Bad.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. Hey, man, you know what I think it is? Like, I think you're taking it extra hard also because, like, you've been winning a lot of money recently. So, like, when you get used to that, you know? Like, you win, like, a lot every day. And so then you have one losing day and all of a sudden you're just like, what just happened? You're just like, hold on.
When I have all these guys in the 20s, I think I'm going to win a lot.
Yeah. No, I know.
And then it all falls apart.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. I stacked the Braves too. Unfortunately, I ate that nasty, dirty, smelly, moldy chalk of a rookie pitcher. So that kind of
I played him. I played him too just because I had to, not because I wanted to.
Yeah.
I needed one more $100 for Keller, and I didn't have it, and I wasn't changing my bets.
Yeah, man, that didn't taste good at all.
I'll leave him at that price. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, he definitely he couldn't put him away. Seemed like maybe he was a little nervous, had a problem with his command. But
Keller finished with 22.
Yeah, he went 7 innings. He went 7 innings.
My dude.
Yep, long D style.
My dude.
Tyrone style. Yep, he did. But I think that kid's gonna be all right. I think he just needs a little bit more experience in the bigs. I think on the Y stream, Johnny actually had mentioned that he apparently got beat up in his first AAA start. So.
Oh yeah, he did.
Right.
It said it right on DK. Said he got beat around his first AAA start and then pretty much dominated the rest of the year. He dominated in AA, dominated in A. Yeah. He dominated in every level he's been at.
Oh, yeah. His numbers were impressive. And like you said,
all I can say is that I'm super excited that I said play Keller over that sorry asshole. And that sorry asshole finished with 5 and Keller got a 22. I know some listened. I know that for sure.
I like it.
Well, Chris Davis got 103 mile per hour single for you.
Oh, you really that was a dirty ass delivery. That was a dirty ass delivery right there. Chris Davis got 100. You should have let off with he got a single, but it was 103 miles per hour. My man just said 103 miles per hour, and I'm just like, I'm about to salivate. He just gave me cotton mouth. Like, not only am I not salivating, you give me cotton mouth. A single? A single?
A single.
Crush Davis with a 103 mile per hour single.
Those are the best.
Oh yeah, those are the best. Yeah, that's what Twitter's for. Like that's when I get my frustration out. That's what Twitter's for. I go on Twitter and I yell, I get angry, and I feel better about it after. Yeah, it does make a difference.
Did DeJong just walk it off?
Walk it off? Oh, he must have, because the game is now over, my man. Maybe not. I lied. I may have lied.
He was my number one shortstop.
Oh, yeah, Paul DeJong did walk it off. How about that? Start off 9th. How about that? All right, man. Time to break down this massive, massive slate. I got sidetracked. My bad. Kind of zoned out. But I got this. Let's do this. It's 14 games. Next time you and I do an MLB show together, I'm going to have you host it. Somebody on YouTube had mentioned, they were like, yo, CK, we love you and everything, of course. But you sounded like shit because like man, I've been sick and like he was right. I sound horrible with my nasally. He was you should let cash host once in a while. And I thought about it and I'm like, you know what? I should let cash host once in a while. Like why the hell? Especially if I'm sick. Like why the hell don't I just have cash host? But I honestly was gonna do it tonight and then it just happened. It was like, you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. All right, let's go. And then just next thing you know, I was like, I never told him that I wanted him to host, and here we are. But anyway, we'll get that next time. We will. We're gonna do that. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. First game, Jason Vargas, your favorite Met, the lefty, visiting Andrew Cashner, your favorite Oriole, with the Baltimore Orioles. Looks like total in this game is somewhere around 9. And 78 degrees, 68% humidity. Seems like another great day for baseball in Baltimore. What do you got?
Both these pitchers really suck. If I was dumb enough to play one of these pitchers, I guess I'd pick Vargas. But I mean, the guy doesn't go very deep. But you just can't pitch either one of these guys. You come to this for bats, especially some value bats. Oh, well, McNeil is up. Oh, man. It's not great value right there. Crush Davis is 3.1K. If you want to play that. He's actually better against lefties, believe it or not, this year. I probably won't have much from this game at all, unless it's just full stack. Because both these pitchers really blow. And if one of these teams go off, I want that. But I don't like much. Tim Beckham, I guess, it would be my favorite play.
Yeah, man, I'm with it. Tim Beckham against a lefty. He seems like he's been heating up. I'm cool with it. VR, like if Trumbo's in there, maybe. Like I don't mind some of these Orioles. Like the you know. It's tough. It's ugly. It's always scary to play Orioles. But, I mean, it is Vargas. It's also a bad bullpen. And they're in a really great park with humidity, heat, all that good shit.
The bullpen is worse than Vargas.
Yes.
I think, like most of them.
Yes. There is actually a lefty on the Mets roster that is worse than Jason Vargas. His name is Jerry Blevins, and he comes out of the bullpen. I don't know what happened to him. He was decent last year. But anyway. Yeah, I think that the Orioles' offense is definitely interesting, and at the same time, I mean, the Mets hit Severino today. Like some of these guys, like they hit Severino.
They've been hitting well.
Yeah, and great ballpark for them as well. They're gonna get a DH, so that's new to them, right? That's pretty cool. Yeah,
I mean, who's that gonna be?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. I really don't know. I mean,
Austin Jackson or
most likely Austin Jackson or like Wilmer. Jose Batista maybe he'll DH. He had a home run today. But they've been scoring runs. They were a phenomenal stack tonight. Conforto and Mo both went deep. Rosario went deep. Todd Frazier went deep.
Which offense would you rather have?
Well, honestly, I would lean towards Baltimore slightly, only because I just think Vargas is worse than Cashner. You know what I mean? Like,
well, see, I'm on the other side because my disdain for Andrew Cashner is garbage. So I would pick the Mets.
I agree that Andrew Cashner is garbage, but that guy just over the years, like I don't know. Every time I go against this dude, he makes me regret it. You know what I mean? Justin
Turner home run. The guy has no power.
Oof.
And home run.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah, no, I'm probably not going to catch. I needed all the points I could get from that. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I needed all I can get from Crush Davis, and he was able to muster me up 105 mile per hour single. So anyway, so yeah, I mean, either way, it's definitely a spot where I'm not looking at pitchers. I think it's a good spot for bats for sure. So maybe we can game stack this one up. I think that'd be cool. But maybe the Mets get a little bit of ownership this time because they hit Severino, which I think everybody was pretty impressed with. We had a member do a 3-man with the Mets. They had Nemo, Rosario, Nemo, and Conforto. We had a member in the Slack chat.
All three of them went yard.
Yes. That was ballsy. That was a good call. I'm sure he had them at minimal ownership. Nice. It was Lorfs, I think it was. Anyway, next game. Rick Porcello of the Boston Red Sox, your Boston Red Sox, visiting Nick Pivetta of the Philadelphia Phillies. Total in this game is 9. Boston minus 139 on the road, 73 degrees, 80% humidity in Philly. What do you got?
Well, normally I really, really love Nick Pivetta at home. Not here. I mean, this is Boston. These guys are on a tear. If you're playing a lot of teams, like, I mean, you could throw Nick Pivetta in a couple of tournaments, but that's asking a lot. I like Boston. I would not play 9.2 for Rick Porcello against these Phillies, but bet's been attendy. They're so expensive. JD Martinez is just unbelievable. JD Martinez should win the MVP. This guy's absolutely amazing. I like Boston, especially if nobody wants to play them. Like, it's a massive slate. The next game probably has a nut matchup, so maybe they come in lower on than they should. I like that. On the other side, I don't love it, but you could play Reese any day. Nick Williams is my dude. I could play that. Ash Dribble, he's good. That's pretty much it. I mean, there's a lot of lefties over there, so you could stack them, but probably not for me.
Man, has Rhys Hoskins been like on a crazy cold streak? My man is 4-1. My man is 4-1 against Rick Porcello. Huh.
I could play Rhys Hoskins any day.
Yeah, I'm saying. I mean, it looks like he has gotten a little bit cold since August 8th. He's got like a 5, 4, and 8 mixed in there, but he did get a little cold. Still, that's a great price. Porcello has been, for the most part, pretty good, but when he gets beat, it's usually pretty bad. He's given up 4
home runs. Yeah, he's given up 4 home runs the last 3 games.
Right.
Coming off of negative points.
Right, but didn't he had like a dominant game like in between?
Oh yeah,
so like
he dominated the Yankees.
Right. The Blue Jays have beat him up twice. Like that was the second time in a row we played the Blue Jays and left with a negative score. But in between there, like he was like mediocre against the Twins, like gave up 4 earned runs but only 1 home run. But then he played the Yankees and dominated a complete game. And then he played
looked amazing that day.
Right. And then he goes right back against the Blue Jays and once again gets his ass kicked, 7 earned runs, 2 home runs. So when he does give up runs, it's usually a lot. Like when he's not on, he gives up a lot of runs. Like it's not like I give up 3 runs. Like he'll give up 5 or 6, 7 runs when he's like not on. So the Phillies definitely an option at home. It's warm and humid. And man, Pivetta at 7.6. I love Pivetta. Love pitching him. But when he's not getting strikeouts, he's giving up home runs. That's just how he does. And so I would have to lean towards the Red Sox hitting home runs in this particular matchup. Red Sox always in play. They're just so good. It's not even fair. Curious to see if they hold this up in the playoffs. I mean, I don't know. They're obviously talented, but I'm curious to see because like one thing we don't see very much is the Red Sox.
Obviously,
yeah. I can't wait to see what happens because like they are ridiculously good. Like it's not even like
I mean they're only striking out at 18% against righties in the time period I'm looking at with a 214 ISO, a 124 WRC plus, number 1 in the league.
It's freakish.
They're just amazing.
It's freakish how good they are. Legit.
And most of the teams, like with the power like these guys, is striking out much more than 18%.
Right. Now, the one thing I will say with the Red Sox, they are playing in the National League, so they are losing a DH, so they are going to have to sit somebody. I guess like it's probably going to be Jackie Bradley Jr., who doesn't get to play.
Probably.
Right? They got Benintendi JD, and Betts will be the outfielders. So yeah, JBJ probably not going to play this game. So one less decent lefty, but
and Bogarts might be out with injury too.
Yeah, they could see maybe Holt or something like that in there. So, we'll have to analyze that tomorrow. But initially, the Red Sox look good. Pivetta has a ton of upside. Like we said, it's just, this is the toughest matchup in the league right here. Anyway, let's move on to the next game. We've got Hunter Wood starting for the Tampa Bay Rays, visiting J.A. Happ of Paulie D's New York Yankees. No line for this game that I see. Maybe there is one. There probably is one. I think I just don't see it. But I'm gonna pull up my source. And
Probably not because they didn't announce a starter.
oh yeah, the Yankees didn't publicly announce a starter, right? Labs has J.A.
No,
Happ.
no. I'm talking about Tampa.
Oh, Tampa? No, I saw it was Hunter Wood on the MLB probables page. So the MLB.com, their probables page has Hunter Wood up there. So that's what we're gonna roll with. I just want to see.
He's gonna throw 2 innings, so maybe they're trying to figure out who's gonna come in for him.
Yeah, like that could be what they're. No, honestly, that's probably what they're trying to do. J.A. Anyway, no line yet. 78 degrees, 67% humidity. Yankees are home. What do you got here?
I like J.A. Happ. It's almost a 20% K rate against lefties. What is it against righties? 27.1%. Only walks 7%. Not walking any lefties either at 5%. The dude just went off me the other day, and I loved it. I like J.A. Happ. He's 9.5. The he's good. He definitely has K stuff. The best you worry about most are the lefties, except Crone. Yeah, I like J.A. Happ today. And on the other side, I think Beeks is coming in for Wood. And if Beeks comes in for Wood, oh, buddy, look out. The Yankees should go absolutely off. And then whatever they bring in after Beeks, better not be a lefty. Because the Yankees are going to go off. I like Stanton. Anytime he's in what he's in right now, I want to play him every day. And yes, I'm going to walk away with some zeros, but I'll be taking those double dungs as they come. Hicks is a baller. Andahar is on fire. They're moving Torres back down the lineup. Please do that because I love to get Torres at very low ownership. So yeah, move him down the order. That'd be fantastic. Thanks, please, thank you. I like the Yankees a lot. They should be uber chalk if it comes out that Beeks is going to enter the game.
Yes, if it's like publicly out there that Beeks is coming into the game, yes, the Yankees will be popular. But I still like them. This kid Beeks is just not look good in the majors. AAA looks good all day. In the majors, I don't know. He looks like he's horrible. I mean, I don't know. He's so bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the dude he's so bad. But yeah, Yankees seem great. If it's him, like, and then you know what? I've been burned by the Rays pretty much every which way. The one way I haven't been burned by the Rays is wanting to attack whichever pitcher they're bringing in. And so why not? Why not? You know, let them burn me one more time. Tell me that Beeks is going to play. And then we haven't heard Beeks is going to play. We're just assuming because this would be his 6th day. And, you know, Yarbrough just pitched, so it can't be him. And, you know, he's technically due. But we have to check tomorrow when they update, when all the notes are updated, and we'll see if it's him. But like you said, if it is Beeks, the Yankees are in a phenomenal spot. They just lost to the Mets, so I'm sure they're not too happy.
You don't like J.A. Happ against if they're gonna throw out all these lefties?
Well, I do, but I also kind of like some of these Rays. Like the thing about the Rays, man, is like in their stadium when you play them, like when they win a slate, a lot of the time it's small ball shit, stolen bases. But like if you actually watch them, they hit so many balls to the warning track. So if I get a chance to play them in, you know, a little stadium like this, like I'm a little tempted. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little tempted to see if, like, you know, what CJ Crone could do if he didn't play in such a huge ballpark every time. You know what I'm saying? Like
the wind is blowing straight out.
It is, man. It is. And if they do get Happ out there, they could be looking at a bunch of righties. Like I've been playing Happ. He's been doing me good, so I feel kind of dirty, you know, even thinking about going against him. But the Rays have just been a team that they just keep showing tremendous upside. It's just day in, day out. They just do. You know? Like CJ Crone looks interesting. Show. You're right though. There are a lot of lefties. That's kind of worrisome. But the Yankees bats I definitely like. Faux show. Next up, Lucas Giolito of the Chicago White Sox visiting Blaine Hardy of the Detroit Tigers. Total here is 9. Detroit minus 135 at home. 88 degrees, 43% humidity. What do you got?
Well, I think both pitchers are interesting. I like Lucas Giolito at 5.5. You played Castellanos today. Good for you, because that guy went off. You needed Castellanos to be at the top of tournaments today. But that's all good. This team sucks. He is the absolute only hitter that I fear, because he is really good. Giolito has been much better for me. He fixed a couple things, and I like him. I like him a good amount, especially against the worst lineup in baseball. They are really bad. Goodrum is kind of hot, so he could be good. Castellanos is great, so he could be good, but I like Giolito at 5.5 for sure. Hardy at 6.8. I mean, probably not for me. I'm probably not going to pay $1,300 more for Hardy against a lineup that's way more powerful than Giolito, that a lineup that really just plain out sucks. So, yeah, I like Giolito. I cannot play that for Hardy, I wouldn't think. And Abreu and Garcia, Tim Anderson, Matt Davidson, all of them could take him yard. But Garcia and Abreu would be my favorites.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a Blaine Hardy fan, but I am a fan of taking left-handed pitchers against the White Sox. The issue, like you said, is the price. 6.8 is just way too much to play for. Like, that just looks not natural. Just like he doesn't belong at that tier. It's a guy that should always be around the 5K mark, I would say, and I would feel like that was fair. 6.8, almost 7K, is a little ridiculous. Now, I will say we did see CC Sabathia come up in here and get 12 strikeouts, looking like not even old CC. I've never seen that CC before. that was different. The White Sox do suck against lefties in terms of strikeouts, but they also have a ton of upside. So when you have a guy that's not very good in there, and you got guys like Avi Garcia, maybe Matt Davidson, Jose Abreu, you would think that they can make things happen. But all in all, that just kills it. I do think Giolito is interesting. I know that's your boy. I do think he's interesting. See what his changeup could do against these Tigers.
He's not my boy, but he did fix it, so I'm willing to go there. But he damn sure ain't my boy.
He's your boy today, though, right? Or tomorrow?
Oh yeah, he is for sure. He damn sure is.
I could dig it.
That's why it's DFS. It's a day-to-day thing.
Day-to-day thing, man.
Tomorrow, Giolito is my dude.
Yeah, man.
The next day,
that's it.
Oh hell no, he's not my dude.
That's it. Yeah, yo, you must have had mad one-night stands, bro. That's how you do it. One-night stands all day. Just a daily thing. It's a daily thing. You know what I'm saying?
It is a daily thing.
Yeah, I'm with it. I like it. I hear you. Corey Kluber of the Cleveland Indians visiting Sal Romano of the Cincinnati Reds. Total in this game is 8.5. Cincinnati plus 205 at home. 85 degrees, 51% humidity. Cleveland started slow, but then they did their Cleveland thing. And they put it to our homeboy, Homer Bailey. They put it to him, man.
Yeah, everybody was freaking out. Homer Bailey's throwing the jump. I'm laughing. Homer Bailey's going off, and then bam.
Boom. Did the dirty. What do you got?
Real quick, like. Corey Kluber is a big no way for me. There's just no way I pay 11.5 for him. I would find the money for Corbin. I would find the money for Verlander. I would go down to Paxton. I damn sure go down to Happ. Before I would think about pitching Corey Kluber, that's just a big no. Won't even think about that. Sal Romano is a bag of... He sucks. So, yeah, Indians again. Love the Indians here. Jose Ramirez, Lindor, Brantley, Alonso, Melky Cabrera is playing well. Jason Kipnis, just 1 through 6 is just beautiful. Love it.
Yeah, man, I'm completely with you. I think this is a pretty good spot for Kluber. We don't have a lot of really good pitching on the slate. Kluber hasn't been dominant. He's definitely had some signs for concern, but 11-5 is somewhat reasonable for the matchup against the Reds. They did put it together. I was saying in the strategy session earlier, I was like, listen, this Reds team is bad, but with this ballpark, man, and all these lefties like Joey Votto, Scooter Gennett, I was like, I know they're not doing great, Suarez, but like eventually, one of these days they're going to go off and they're going to start hitting a bunch of home runs. They're going to get hot and they're going to start tearing teams up in this ballpark. And I think Todd, one of our members, was really big on the Reds today, and he was rewarded a little bit. He did get, I'm sure he had Scooter Gennett. Scooter Gennett hit a home run, Tucker Barnhart. So, like, again, it's a great ballpark. You never know when they might go, but this is not the spot, in my opinion. So it's kind of pointless.
No,
but
Clevenger gets hit harder than Kluber does.
Right.
I wouldn't be playing these guys.
No, this is not the right spot. But in general, though, I know it's a day-to-day thing, but in general, not this day, but maybe another day. Not today, but maybe another day.
Oh, I feel you.
You know, might have to take a look at the Reds. But
Scooter Gennett under 4K. I mean, I could play that.
It's like, you know what?
I don't care how much he's struggling.
Yep. Just chill. You know, keep sucking for a little longer. Let that price creep down to about like the 3.5, 3.6 range, and then you're gonna hit me 3 home runs in one game. You know, that's just what you do. But yeah, Corey Kluber definitely an option, and the Indians, of course, man. This looks like a great spot for the Indians. They're a great ballpark. I know they're on the road, but it's a wonderful ballpark. Wonderful for hitting. Love the Indians for sure. J Ram is from another planet. That man, he's not from this planet. Him and Mookie Betts, they came from somewhere else.
He's so tiny.
I know, man. It's so crazy, right? It was like Altuve last year. Remember? Little Altuve. I don't know where that power.
Yeah, but I mean, at least Ramirez is thick.
Yeah,
he's a big boy.
No, he is.
I mean, Altuve with his bat in his hand, the bat is like taller than he is. I don't even know how he swings that thing.
It is funny. No, it is. It is pretty funny. Next up, Trevor Richards of the Miami Marlins visiting Anibal Sanchez of the Atlanta Braves. The A-Town all day Atlanta Braves. 8.5 is the total. Minus 185 is the line. 84 degrees, 47% humidity. What you got in your hometown of A-Town all day?
I do like Anibal for sure. He might be my favorite pitcher of the day. And I don't think that this is the spot to stack the Braves. Trevor Richards is pretty good against lefties. Doesn't give up a lot of home runs at all. I probably will be off the Braves and hope that people jump on that. Like this kid, he's been pitching pretty well. I'm just not gonna go there unless it's Acuna. Like I could one off him for sure because that guy's he's just on fire right now. So I could definitely play that one off. And I'd much rather attack him with righties and lefties. So yeah. And Anibal, like I said, is probably my favorite pitcher of the day. This lineup is really bad. Maybe Real Muto sits tomorrow, being that he played both games today. He didn't catch the second game, I don't think, though.
No, he didn't. He played, what was it, first base? I don't know, somewhere in the
first. Yeah, and Rojas, if he's out, that'll probably be a guy that strikes out way more than he does. So Anibal screwed me his last game, leaving with an injury, but I'll be right back there for sure. Anibal Sanchez has been really good this year, and I am in love.
With Anibal Sanchez.
This year, I am. You're damn right.
Yeah. No, yeah. But would you ever have thought that, like last year? Did you ever think that you would ever say that? Who would have known? Who would have known?
Last year, I don't think that he was as bad as people think he was. He was getting very unlucky. Yeah. Very, very unlucky. Yeah. But he was not. I mean, it's not like he was great. He's much better this year.
Yeah. He's got that. He's got a nasty splitter, man. Real nasty splitter. Very tough to hit splitter. I'm with you. Trevor Richards is good against lefties because he has a nasty changeup. That's why he is so good against lefties. He throws it against righties. All he throws is fastball changeup, really. Like he throws some other pitches, but it's mostly fastball changeup. And that's why he throws so many fastballs, because he's constantly having to set up for his changeup. So on the one hand, I do think if the Braves know to swing early and don't let him set that changeup up just as soon as he tries to throw the fastball, just swing, like, you know what I'm saying? They could get on him early. And Miami has a horrible bullpen, but There's a reason Trevor Richards has done so well against lefties. There's a reason his numbers are so good against lefties. It's because he's got a really nasty changeup. So if they allow him to set up for it, they're gonna be in trouble. It's not about strikeouts. It's about soft contact. That's something that he does draw a good amount of. So, Braves kind of scary to go to, but they have been hot. Anibal Sanchez, I agree. Great matchup against the Marlins. Fulte went out there, did his thing. He didn't even have a ton of strikeouts, but he went deep. Anibal Sanchez is even cheaper. Even if he doesn't get a ton of strikeouts, you want some, but like you figure as long as they're not hitting him, he can go deep in this game, do his thing. So at 8-6, I'm with you. A slate that we know don't have a ton of pitching. Anibal is mighty fine right now. Next up, Patrick Corbin, the lefty from the Arizona Diamondbacks, visiting Giovanni Gallardo of the Texas Rangers. Total here is 10, Texas plus 155 at home. 86 degrees, 58% humidity, so it's going to be a little warmer than today, and it's going to be a little bit less humid, but still warm and humid. What do you got?
Really like Patrick Corbin here. It's gonna be hotter today, which does suck, but dude, like, the dude has been so good. He has almost 12 Ks per 9 against lefties. Like, that's amazing. Over 30% K rate. Same to righties, over 30%, almost 11 Ks per 9. He's really good. I don't think he will be popular at all. He's almost 12K. Like, I don't like the price. This is a pure tournament play. But this team could really struggle against lefties. I only fear Andrews and Chirinos and maybe Profar. That's about it. Gallo, of course, he get home run against any hand, anybody. He hit home run against Alien, but he also might strike out 3 times. So I do like Patrick Corbin for tournaments, and Gallardo is terrible. Dude has like a 12% K rate to righties. He's not gonna miss many bats. Cardinals. The D-backs can really suck like they showed today. But I think the D-backs are in a bounce back spot right here against a guy that doesn't miss many bats at much lower ownership. The prices did come up some though. Paul Goldschmidt is over 5K now. And some of these other prices came up a little bit, but it's an interesting spot after letting a bunch of people down tonight. But not me. I didn't play them.
Yeah, I played him on my second team. I was a little worried about getting burnt, so I played him on my second team, which was okay because my first team was doing all right thanks to Mr. Matt Chapman. Doing Matt Chapman things.
You just hit a homer?
No, but he's got like 3 doubles. He's got a 23 right now. My man's got 3 doubles and a couple RBIs, a couple ribbies, a couple McRibs. You know what I'm saying? He's saving me is what he's doing. He's making up for that nasty, dirty, stale, filthy chalk that I ate. I deserved it. He's punishing me. He's helping me out, though. But Patrick Corbin, a lot of upside. It's still going to be warm and humid. I think the Rangers are kind of interesting only because I like Corbin. I'm not a Corbin hater. He's got a ton of strikeout upside, but he also is prone to home runs. And the Rangers have continued to stay hot. I know they didn't do great, but Chirinos hit a 3-run home run. They're just finding ways to get it done in this ballpark. So being that Corbin is prone to giving up hard contact, I think some of these Rangers are in play. At the same time, Corbin, I do recognize Corbin has a ton of upside, especially in this matchup against the Rangers, who, in my opinion, seem to strike out more against lefties. So this is going to be a game that I want to dig in on and make sure I get right. It's got a high total, which would favor the bats, but a lot of that is perception. The way that these runs have been getting scored in this ballpark, the line is going to be high most nights. Even though it's not 100 degrees, it's still 86 degrees and 60% humidity, so there still should be really strong dew points. So I think that we do got to look at the bats, D-backs, and Rangers alike. And the Rangers are coming.
Yeah, I mean, I like Chirinos a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Even though I like Corbin, I think Corbin is just a tremendous tournament play.
Yeah, no, he is.
He should be super low owned.
Right. He'll be low owned, and most likely, I think some of these Rangers will also be low owned. It's one of those situations where I think that people are gonna the one thing people will play is the D-backs. They'll play the D-backs. I don't think they're gonna too many people want to play Corbin, and not too many people want to play guys against him either. It's gonna be one of those kind of situation. So there's upside to be had. There's upside from the Rangers. There's also upside from Corbin. It's just a matter of picking which one that you think you want to roll with. And I'm going to do some research and figure that out tomorrow for show. German Marquez of the Colorado Rockies visiting Justin Verlander of the Houston Astros. Total in this game is 7.5. Houston minus 200 at home. 83 degrees, 71% humidity if they open up the roof. But they like to do the closed roof thing. What do you got?
Verlander just came off of one really bad game. It was really bad. But the Rockies against a righty on the road, I'm cool going right back to that. It's a lot safer than Patrick Corbin, I'll tell you that. Justin Verlander is way safer than Patrick Corbin in that weather in Texas in that tiny baby ballpark. I like Verlander some. I mean, I probably would pitch Corbin over him just because I think he's going to be 3% owned, 5% tops. But I do like Verlander. This is a very good spot to come back and strike out a ton of guys like he did the game before he just got blowed up. And Marquez has been so good. Just so good. I don't know where that came from, but the guy's been unbelievable, and the Astros have sucked. So I think he's interesting as well. I think that this game will probably go under what the total is, and I don't know what the total is.
The total
is what, 7.5?
7.5. You got it.
And it's pretty low. I mean, I think Vegas is agreeing with me, but I'd probably still take the under.
Yeah, man. Marquez has been pitching phenomenally. What you worry about with the Astros is strikeouts. So at 8-4, you need the strikeouts against a team like the Astros. It's tough. He has been pitching really well. I mean, he's been pitching really good. Verlander's the question mark, though, for real, right? Like, he's got a decent matchup against the Rockies away from Coors, but man, he got bombed by Seattle. Seattle was like horrible for so long, and he got bombed, man.
Yeah, I got to look at those pitches.
It was just like, what was going on? Then he got kicked out of the game because he was embarrassed. That's really what it was. He was embarrassed that he was getting bombed, so he freaked out and got himself kicked out. But maybe that means his ownership comes low. I mean, his ownership honestly has been pretty low because people aren't really paying up for pitcher anymore these days. So, he's in an interesting spot. I don't want to pick on Marquez. I just don't know if I want to pitch him because I'm worried about the strikeout upside. Verlander's the one where I'm like, I could pitch him because he has a ton of upside. On a slate where we don't have a ton of solid pitching, like a lot of riskier type pitchers, like you have Kluber against the Reds, that's kind of eh. You've got Anibald's looking the best right now at 8-6 against Miami. So to get a guy that has the massive upside, I think you want to, take a firm look.
I mean, the last time Verlander was super low owned, he went for 44 against a far better offense.
Yes, exactly.
So I'll just say that.
Yes, exactly. Jameson Taillon of the Pittsburgh Pirates visiting Jake Odorizzi of the Minnesota Twins. Total here is 8.5. Minnesota plus 105 at home. 82 degrees, 63% humidity. What you doing here?
Taillon is just too expensive for me. He doesn't have the upside. Like, I don't even know if he has a game over 5Ks this year. So that's just a no. Odorizzi is a no. There's too many lefties over here for me to pitch Odorizzi. And too many, like Marte is better against righties. Odorizzi gives up more power to righties, I'm pretty sure. I don't think that's right, CK? Does Odorizzi give up more power to righties?
Yeah, no, not this year. Normally, yes. Over his career, yes. Like, even last year,
So he's giving up less power to righties this year?
This year, lefties have been really, beating him up.
Well, that's not good for him.
No, yeah.
Because there's going to be a ton of them.
Mm-hmm.
And Marte is good against righty. I prefer Marte against a righty. Yeah, I don't like Odorizzi. Josh Bell is way down in that order. Nobody's going to play him. I think that's an interesting play. Frazier is 4.2, huh? Wow. I think Pittsburgh is a option in tournaments. Polanco for sure. Love Polanco. And there's only one bat I would play on the Twins, and that is Polanco at 3.7. The guy's been pretty good. He's been swinging a good bat.
Yeah, man. I'm with you. Jamison Tyon a little too expensive. The Twins lineup kind of not too exciting. There are a lot of lefties, so you could consider it. They are cheap. Eddie Rosario, Polanco, Max Kepler. You can consider the mini stack, but it's just tough, man. Like Logan Forsythe just really, really kills the upside of that. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know. So I don't want to pitch Tyon, but I'm not crazy about the Twins. And the Pirates definitely, why not, man? It's still a ballpark, upgrade for them out in PNC Park. It's not nearly as bad as that park. So it's warm, it's humid. Let's do it. I think Polanco, Dickerson, Colin Moran, like you said, Josh Bell at the bottom of the order. Don't mind David Freese and Marte. Like I think the Pirates could be doable. Minnesota Twins, not a bullpen is not good either. You can get some upside here. Ryan Baruki. Now, this is your boy. Not on a day-to-day thing. This is just your boy. Ryan Baruki, the lefty from the Toronto Blue Jays, visiting Heath Fillmyer of the Kansas City Royals. Total here is 9. Kansas City plus 120 at home. 81 degrees, 71% humidity. What you doing with your boy, Ryan Baruki?
Oh well, I'm gonna be pitching him. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I mean, oh buddy, yeah, I'm gonna be pitching him. This team is just absolutely terrible, and even worse against lefties. The only bat I like against lefties on this team is Whit Merrifield, so I could one off him on the team. I'm not playing Baruki, but no other bat for me. That's just a hard pass. And Phil Meyer has still not given up a home run to a lefty, so probably won't be going to no Smoke. Definitely no Granderson. Um, Grierchuck definitely interests me. Like he will give up power to righties. Diaz, like I'm down with Diaz. Morales, no, Morales is gonna bat on the left side. Never mind. Teoscar Hernandez, Grierchuck, and Diaz are interested in one-offs. I don't believe I'll be stacking them, but yeah, I don't think I'll pitch Phil Meyer, even though he has had some good games, but I don't think I will be pitching him today.
Yeah, this looks like a pretty decent spot for the Blue Jays, kind of. I mean, at least they're righties. He's got reverse splits. Blue Jays are better against righties. He does have high ground ball rates, but he gives a 46.3% hard contact to righties. So, you could look at some of these Blue Jay guys, but he's actually been, like, he's coming off a really good game against the Cubs, for instance. Only had 3 Ks, but only gave up 3 actual hits. Maybe it's some regression coming. He's a BABIP kind of guy. He relies on BABIP, right? The guys that put balls and things in play. So let me see what his BABIP is right now. Let's see. He's at 250, man. He's at 250. He's due for some regression. He's due for some of those balls to not go his way. And why not happen when his price goes up? This is the first time he's above 4.5, 4.7, 4.7. I'm sorry, 4.8. This is the first time he's in the 5Ks. Usually when a pitcher that's not that good gets bumped up in price like that, it's usually a rough thing. So maybe the Blue Jays wake up. Problem with the Blue Jays is they seem to play up or down to their competition. Isn't that annoying? Like it's like if they play the Red Sox, they'll step it up. They play the Yankees, but they play the Royals and they can't get a hit to save their life. Like it's kind of interesting. But the Blue Jays could be kind of sneaky. Royals.
And nobody's going to be playing Diaz at 4.5.
No.
And batting in the bottom.
No, and Heath and the Royals have the highest bullpen ERA in the game right now. Higher than the Rockies.
Terrible.
So
terrible.
Upside City, Upside Central. Gio Gonzalez, the lefty from the Washington Nationals, visiting John Gant of the St. Louis Cardinals. Total is 9. St. Louis minus 110, and they are hot. AF, 76 degrees, 83% humidity. What do you got here?
What I got is the same thing I've got for the last, 2-3 years. Gio Gonzalez sucks. He's finally proven it. He actually had a pretty good game his last time out, but only got 3 Ks. The guy has no K upside, none, zero, just none. He will not get more than 5 Ks because he never does. These guys are good. Jericho, DeJong, Ozuna, all of them. Matt Carpenter just absolutely mashes lefties. He's actually the best hitter on this team against lefties. I will not play Molina because I never do. I much prefer Jose Martinez against a righty. But Carpenter, Ozuna, DeJong, Jericho, the Masturbator, like all of those, Gio blows. John Gant, that's a big hell no for moi. Washington is trying to win every game right now, and there's a ton of lefties. And Juan Soto, I don't know who I love more, Juan Soto or what's his face for my Braves, Acuna. Yeah, I love both of these young guys so much. Juan Soto, I just love him. He's my dude. I like him for sure. He is my favorite bat in the game. If you pitch to Juan Soto, he's taking it. He's gonna hit it hard.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna hit it.
Love that guy.
As long as he makes contact, he's gonna send it a long way. Doing it dirty. Yeah, this looks like a great spot for the Nationals. John Gant, not very good, and he doesn't usually go that deep anyway. So I do think a lot of lefties with power here. Got some Trey Turner reverse splits action. Zimmerman's back. Anthony Rendon's back. They're healthy. They're in the swing. Nationals very much viable stack. It's going to be very, very humid in St. Louis too. Humidity's in the 80s as of right now, from what I'm seeing. So we could see that ball carry a little bit more. I like the Nationals a lot. And Gio's just been awful. He's been god awful. I prefer the Cardinals against righties, but I'm okay with attacking Gio. Jed Gayoko, Bader, Ozuna, bring them all. I'll take them all. Matt Carpenter, I'll play him against a lefty. He's got really good numbers this year against lefties.
He's the best hitter. Him and Jerko are the best hitters against lefties on this team.
Let's do it. I like a game stack here. Game stack central. Next up, James Paxton, the lefty from the Seattle Mariners, visiting Mike Fiers of the Oakland Athletics. Total in this game is 7.5. Oakland plus 110 at home. 61 degrees, 83% humidity. What do you think?
Don't know. I do not like what I see out of James Paxton. Paxton is a particular second, but like the A's will strike out a ton. It's 60 degrees again. It's 60 degrees here every day. Like, does it even get hot in San Francisco or Oakland? Like, 61 degrees just every single day. And we're in the middle of the summer here. Like, what in the hell? Yeah. I don't think I could go to Paxton, but Fiers is definitely interested in me. Dude came out, I believe that was his first game, and just looked fantastic. He's in a great pitcher's ballpark now against a team that has blown. They've just been sucking. They've been falling apart at the seams. So Mike Fiers at 8K, I don't necessarily love that, but the guy's been good. Mike Fiers has been pretty dang good this year, and I like it.
Yeah, man. Fiers coming off a great game against the Dodgers. Looked awesome. Seattle has not looked very good. Paxton, obviously a lot of upside. Oakland used to be bad against lefties, but as you can see tonight, putting 7 runs up on Marco Gonzalez, they've gotten a lot better against lefties over the past month or two. They're just really hot. They're hitting the ball really well. Paxton is an option. Paxton's ownership should be pretty low, and this is a great ballpark and environment for pitching. But the A's are just tough to go against right now, man. They just don't. They've been good. They've been good, man.
Since June 25th, they've been the second best team in the league against lefties.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we talked about that.
134 WRC plus.
Oh yeah.
And they're right behind Boston, which is ironic, being that everybody thinks Boston is absolutely terrible against lefties.
Yeah. Yeah. Both these teams were pretty bad against lefties, and they both really, really turned it on, and they're just murking.
196 ISO.
Yeah, Merc City, Merczilla, Merc Pack. All right, that's enough. Andrew Suarez, the lefty from the San Francisco Giants, visiting Alex Wood of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Total here is 8. Los Angeles minus 190 at home. 75 degrees, 57% humidity. What are you doing? Is this supposed to be like Kershaw Bumgarner light right here? Is that this is?
I don't know,
This
but I'd
was
like to give a big middle finger to Bumgarner. And I wish I would have picked Clayton because then I'd be cashing.
Ugh,
Um,
the bum.
yeah. Clayton was popular too. You know that Clayton Kershaw had like a 5% swinging strike rate his last game?
Yeah, I was pathetic. He had one strikeout against Oakland. Against Oakland too.
I know. It was pretty crazy. I wish I had that today. But Alex Wood is a big hell no. Like this guy doesn't usually go pretty deep. He went what did I say? 3 of the last 4. He went 100 pitches and went right to the DL. Like immediate trip to the DL because he got over 100 pitches for a few games. It's a big hell no. Suarez, I think, absolutely blows. I just think he blows. Even though he's a lefty and I've been attacking these guys with lefties, I can't do it with Suarez because he just sucks so bad to me. And I just don't know how much I really want these guys, even though I think he really sucks. Yasman, they really got Grandal moved all the way down to the 8-hole. What? That's depressing. Does he in the 8-hole today?
I don't know.
That's super depressing. I gotta go look at that. Grandal is one of my favorite players in baseball.
Oh, he didn't play
in the
today.
8-hole.
Marlins played it today.
Oh, okay. That'd be super depressing if he's in the 8-hole. Get Kike the hell out of here. Put him back in the 4-hole. I like him in the 4-hole.
I like Grandal in the 4-hole.
I do.
I'm with it. Yeah, I'm with you. No, I don't really like Alex Wood. I mean, the guy just doesn't have a ceiling anymore. I don't know. I just can't do it. I mean, 8-2 is not terrible, but I feel like he's somewhat safe. Like maybe in cash games, I don't mind it. But I'm not really interested. He doesn't really do anything for me. The Dodgers are kind of interesting against Suarez. I agree Suarez is not good. I think the Dodgers have seen too many lefties now. You know, like, I mean, they've seen a lot of lefties between the core series with Anderson and, you know what I'm saying? Like, this will be like the 4th lefty they've seen in their last, 5-6 games. So, like, eventually...
4 of the last 5, I think.
Eventually, they're going to hit one of these guys. Like, it's going to happen. Like, they didn't do terrible against Bumgarner today. They didn't do well, but they didn't do terrible. Suarez is... I still think Bumgarner is still better than Suarez. So... I think that the Dodgers could be kind of sneaky here. Like, maybe everybody's like, oh, they're terrible against lefties, can't do it. And we do see, like, Matt Kemp finally wake up, or Brian Dozier finally do something against a lefty, or Machado go off, or something. It's possible. It could happen. But,
hey,
you know?
It can definitely happen.
Yeah, it could happen. If you believe it could happen. Anything is possible.
And Dozier could find that stroke tomorrow and hit 3 home runs.
He could find that stroke. Quoting Kevin Garnett, anything's possible. Quite the speech. Quite the speech.
I mean, sooner or later, these Dodgers are going to wake up.
Yeah, they will. Eventually, it's just like we were saying, right? Like Boston was terrible against lefties, right? The A's were terrible against lefties, and eventually they turned it on. Like maybe the Dodgers aren't going to turn it on like that, but they're going to have at least one good game against a lefty eventually. Like, they're going to rock. They're going to get a lefty and just rock him. You know what I mean? Could be Suarez. Could be.
Oh, yeah, Grandal doesn't play against lefties. I'm an idiot.
Well, he might play today. Sometimes he does. They usually do, but sometimes they'll play him. You know? Sometimes they will.
I won't play Grandal against a lefty.
Yeah, no. I don't like that.
No. Hell no. He's terrible.
But if I was playing a Dodger stack...
He has no power on that side.
But if I was playing a Dodger stack, I would include him because if the stack works, you would think that you would need some bullpen. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't include him in a 5-man stack. You wouldn't include Grandal.
Nope, because he just looks like a baby girl. Like, when he's on the right side, he just looks like a girl up there. Like, he just has no power in that bat at all. I just can't do it.
If the stack works, you're looking at, 1 or 2 at-bats against
that
lefty.
I would rather...
You just don't want to have a guy that bats like a baby girl for 1 or 2 at-bats?
No. Because I would say he's going to get at least 2 bats against... And if it's a smart coach, he got some lefties in the pen, he will throw a lefty against Grandal because... The guy's like
a baby girl.
A little 10-year-old girl. Like, he has 0 power from the right side of the plate at all. Like, no.
All right.
I would find 5 other Dodgers.
All right. I like it. You can do that. It's not too hard to do. Jaime Barria. of the Los Angeles Angels visiting Brett Kennedy of the San Diego Padres. Total here is 8.5. San Diego minus 105 at home. 76 degrees, 66% humidity. Brett Kennedy, man, good minor league numbers. Came up, and the Brewers showed him who his daddy is right away. Right away. But now he's home against the Angels, who lose a DH and have been without Mike Trout. What do you got?
I so wish he was a lefty. I could definitely do it because of the price. Like he's pretty good. He's decent. Like I don't know. I don't know right at this particular second, but I do think the kid is gonna be a good major league starter. Like I don't think he's nothing special, but I think he's gonna be good. This team, I just wish it was a lefty. I probably don't pitch him, but maybe just because of the price, if I need it. And Barria is I would much rather stack righties against him than play him. Like he gives up massive power to righties. The Padres let me down big time today because I could have had a nice night with. Yeah, they let me down, but Will Myers is back. Will Myers and Renfroe for sure. Renfroe's hot, so I could play him. Hedges is hot. I could play him. Freddie Galvis is hot. I could play him. But I don't think I'm going to be stacking the Padres on this slate. Did it today? Didn't work. Tomorrow, I just don't see it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't really want to pitch Barria at 7-3, but I'm not dying to play the Padres either. You know, I do
play some one-offs, though.
Yeah, I could always do the one-offs. You know, Renfroe's been really good against righties this year, too. He's just...
Yeah, he's been hot as shit.
Franmil Reyes.
I mean, almost all his home runs against righties.
Yeah.
And he's still 3-4. Like, that's great value for a guy that has double-dong upside in his bat.
Yeah, absolutely. I kind of think Brett Kennedy's interesting, man, at 4-7. I know.
Hell yeah, he's interesting.
Right. Like he was pretty good. Like it was his first start in the majors. It was in Milwaukee against the red hot Brewers team, who's got beastly lefties. Like, you know, the Angels are decent, but they're losing a DH, no Trout. Like they only have a few lefties. I mean, like the only lefty they really have that you're worried about is Cole Calhoun. You're really not worried about their other lefties. Like maybe Arcia is actually decent, but
the thing I'm worried about is that the righties are so much better against righties.
Yeah, no, definitely true. But he does have the big ballpark to work with. And he's supposed to be a decent pitcher.
This lineup is terrible.
Man.
Like, once you get out, like, Eric Jones, just no. It's Calhoun, Upton, Pujols, and Simmons. That's really it.
Yeah.
And Simmons, you're not worried about home runs.
Right.
I mean, Pujols, he can hit them, but Upton, that guy could strike out 3 or 4 times. Like, he's just like Gallo. Like.
Yeah. Exactly. So 4-7? Rebound game. He's had his first game. Then that way he's got a great ballpark. And like, you know what I liked about what I saw is when even though he got beat up, like his coach let him pitch. Like he threw 87 pitches. Like he could have very well been pulled.
They got to. They have no pitchers left.
They could have very well pulled his ass after the second inning, and they were just like, "Hey kid, go take your licking like a man." So like, it's nice to know that like even if he does have a rough first inning, like it's all right. Like they'll let him take his licking like a man at least. You got a shot. So at 4-7, you're alive. You know what I mean? So definitely an interesting play, especially if you are trying to pay up for some of the more expensive guys on the slate, like a Verlander or Clevenger or Corbin, whatever.
I would say there's a very good chance of him getting you at least 10 DK points.
I agree. I completely agree with that. On the minimum. On the sneaks. On the minimum. That's going to do it for the game breakdown. You know the drill, guys. Head over to wisetake.com. Check us out. Show us some support. Check out what we have to offer. Get your ass some Slack chat access. That's what I recommend. You got to have a monthly plan or higher. Get yourself some Slack chat access. If you want to try us out, try out our services, if you will, our content. It's $2.50 for a day pass. You get access to the live stream, all the content. The only thing you won't get access to is the Slack chat. You got to have a monthly plan or higher. So get on board with that. Do your thing. $2.50 to try it. Monthly plan or higher is the way to go, though. Hop into Slack chat. Get down. Get really down with the Wise Take Nation. What you got, Cash? You got some? You got good? You got some good going on?
It's just every bat in my lineup like is a 19 or better, and then all the rest of them are zeros. It's hilarious. Like Acuna, Galvis, Ramirez, Freeman, and then just a bunch of zeros.
Zeros.
Unbelievable, dude.
Straight zeros. I hear you, bro. Top 3 time. Who are your top 3 pitchers tomorrow?
My top 3 pitchers, huh?
Yes.
That's going to be interesting today. It's Anibal Sanchez, it's Lucas Giolito, and it is Ryan Baruki.
Ryan Baruki. I'm going to go with... Let's go with Mr. Corey Kluber. Let's go with Mr. Anibal Sanchez. And let's go with Mr. Brett Kennedy. San Diego Padres. Top 3 stacks.
Oh. So many teams today. Let me say Boston, Yankees, and I will say, damn, I don't know. The Nationals.
Oh yeah, I like that one. Yeah, I like that one. I'll go with man. Let's go with the Yankees. Let's go with the Indians, and I'll go with the Rangers. Go with the Rangers against Corbin.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about the Indians.
Biggity biggity boom. I love the Nationals call though. Dong Watch, who's going yard tomorrow?
JD Martinez.
Yep, I like that. Let's go with. I'm gonna go with one of the guys from your team. I'm gonna go with Juan Soto.
Guy's a beast.
Yes, he is.
I mean, I think it's just cheating if I say Acuna. I think that's cheating. So I will say Josh Bell.
Josh Bell. Is it cheating to go with Stanton? Probably, right? It's probably cheating to go with
That's
Stanton.
Cheating.
Yeah.
That's cheating as well.
All right. No, it's fair is fair. It's true. I will go with I'll go with Gleyber Torres. How about that? Gleyber.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that JD is leading the home runs, so that's probably cheating as well.
I wasn't gonna say no, but immediately I was like, well, "Who's this other guy?" I was like, "JD." What the fuck? I was thinking, I'll take Mookie Betts. I'm like, "No, that's cheating." I'm like, "Wait a minute, he has JD." But I was like, "Yeah, it's all good."
Will Myers, second game off the DL, is gonna hit a home run tomorrow.
There you go. I like that. I will go with Michael Brantley. I really don't like that guy, but he does seem like he's heating up. Looks like he's hitting the ball pretty hard these days. And that's going to do it for the Wise Take DFS podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, please click that thumbs up, that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on Facebook, give us a like and a share to support the nation. If you're watching us on Twitch or Twitter, give us a follow, give us a retweet. And if you're listening to us on Podbean or iTunes, give us some 5-star reviews. Help us out. Show us some love. Show us some support. Allow us to keep doing these shows for free. We appreciate y'all. Just appreciate us back. Cash, anything in closing before we get up out of here?
Yeah. I got a big finger to Bumgarner and the Padres, but please give me a home run and then a cash.
Boom.
If the Padres get a home run, then I'll take the bird away.
There you go. Bird goes away. Or at least half the bird goes away. We'll see. Good behavior. Let us know. For CashinDFS, for myself, the entire Wise Take Nation, as always, good luck.
Yeah.